We're back, folks. I hope you're doing well. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm reacting to an artist I hadn't heard of before. And when I saw the title, I was confident. I'm like, I know this song, Games People Play. And it was requested by 0952 Rick. And as it turns out, when I saw this, I'm like, well, that's not a country song, Games People Play. I grew up listening to that song, right? Well, it turns out it's a whole different Games People Play. And because I listened to about 3 seconds of it, and I'm like, oh, this is country. It's not the one that I grew up listening to. I forget who did that song. Games people play. Da, da. Anyway, so let's see what Freddy Weller has. I don't know much about Freddy. I do know this is a country song from the 3 seconds I heard. Here we go. I love it.
Oh, the games people played now, every night and every day now, never meaning what they say now, and never saying what they mean. So they while away the hours in their ivory towers, till they're covered up with flowers in the back of a black limousine.
Oh, shit. Well, that didn't start slow, did it? I do think the line when he talked about people not saying what they mean or meaning what they say, and I used to say this years ago, like when I was deep into Christian studies and stuff and the ideas of heaven, you know, we all have different conceptions of it, but I said, if there is an afterlife after this in some way, I said, and it's the way it's depicted, like in the New Testament anyway, where no pain, sorrow, tears, death, I said, the one thing I'm looking forward to is, I said, can you imagine the revolutionary change that would happen if people didn't lie? And I thought just all the different ways in which that would be manifested and the changes that would take place in so many ways. We would not only trust one another, but that would have a carryover effect. And I just thought, gosh, if just that one change alone, if people didn't lie, would make life so much better. Anyhow, let's see where he goes with this. That's
Talking
nice.
about you and me and the games people play. We make one another cry, break a heart and we say goodbye, cross our hearts and we hope to die, and that the other was to blame, but neither one will ever give in. So we gaze at an 8 by 10, thinking about the things that might have been, and it's a dirty, rotten shame. La da 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 da, la da 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 dee.
The contrast.
Talking about you and me and the games people play. People
Nice
walking
picking.
up to you, singing glory hallelujah, and they try to sock it to you in the name of the Lord. They're gonna teach you how to meditate, read your horoscope and cheat your fate. Furthermore, to hell with hate. Come on and get on board. La da 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 da, la da da da.
Just the contrast between depicting how crappy things are, how shitty they are, how awful they are, how bad people are, how bad life is, and then just going to da 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 da. That contrast, it's worth its price in gold.
Talking about you and me and the games people play. Look around, tell me what you see. What's happening to you and to me? God grant me the serenity to just remember who I am. 'Cause you've given up your sanity for your pride and your vanity. Turn your back on humanity, oh, and you don't give a god. Talking about you and me and the games people play. Yes, I'm talking about you
Man, that bass player was doing some work on this song, but the producer and I guess the mixer kept it underneath everything. But man, that was moving along. But what a creative effort this was. Just the up-tempo, happy feel to it, but the story itself, it's basically true. It captured so many elements of life that we human beings deal with on planet Earth. And some of the times, like people don't do the "it's me, oh Lord" type of thing. It's like it's you, not me. But you ever get out into traffic and you weren't expecting it, and you're in this horrendous traffic jam, could be on the highway usually, and you're like, what in God's name are all these people doing here? Like, what is going on? And that's sort of emblematic of, well, I'm with them. I'm part of the problem. It isn't just them that's the problem. I'm here, same thing. They're saying the same thing. What is going on with all of, why are you people all out here? And that's sometimes in relationships where he talked about like a relationship, I guess, that didn't work. It's like, it's the other one. The other one. We don't say it's me. We say it's the other one. But the idea of, I got stuck on just the truthfulness thing about not lying. I kind of heard the song through that lens, but there are so many other parts in this. But the la-di-da, God, it's like, it's sort of like a la-di-da attitude. It's like, that's the way life is, la-di-da. I don't like it, but the pride and the vanity, like not showing people who you really are or not being who you are because of pride and vanity, I'm guilty of that sometimes. And you get older in some ways, and it doesn't matter as much because you're not as good looking. You can't dunk a basketball. You're not all the stuff you did as a youngster. You can't stay out late at night. All that stuff. Age takes its toll a bit. And there are good things about getting older because you understand a lot more. But the pride and vanity thing is still, we all deal with it on a certain level. And is that a protective mechanism? Perhaps, but others have to protect themselves against your pride depending on how it manifests. And narcissism, God forbid. But goodness, what a great suggestion, Rick. Great suggestion. I don't know when this song came out. It sure sounded like it came out after Gone with the Wind. I'm just going to guess because I think there was a reference in there, but he didn't say the word damn. Because it was taboo back then. You didn't use that word. You didn't use swear words. But when did this come out? What was Gone with the Wind? Was that the 40s? But this wasn't the 40s. This sounded maybe more like, could it have been the 70s? Maybe I don't think the 60s, but maybe. It sure had that sound. So if this came out more recently, what a production. So I'm going to rate this song. It was truth. It was contrast. It was artistic. The steel was really nice. Up-tempo. I liked his voice. It wasn't whiny. He just said what he had to say, but he put a little oomph into it. All right, you guys, you're going to be guessing in your head now what I'm going to say. This is a really good song. The number, this surprises me. But the number that popped into my brain instantly was a 9.3. So that's what I'm going with. That was a hell of a creative effort. Now I'm curious to know about the artist, Freddy. So there it is. All right, Rick. 0952 Rick. Thank you for that. Leave your comments for Rick, for me, for others. Be nice. The usual routine, and that's it. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.